friends, it's Jen with All Kids Bike, and we're here to give you some teacher tips and tricks to help your kindergarten PE program roll off without any problems. So now that you have your bikes, one way to make sure that you are set up for success for your first class and then all of the remaining classes is to rough size your bikes from smallest to tallest by numbering all of the bikes and assigning each student in your class a particular bike to use throughout the entirety. So smallest child, smallest bike, tallest child, tallest bike for every class. So that way each student knows which bike is assigned to them for every time, so you're not adjusting a bike every class. Same thing goes with the helmet. You can have them all rough sized and then kind of dial it in a little bit as the class goes, but then you're not adjusting every class period. That's going to make things ready to go as soon as your class comes in. Another teacher tip or trick is to encourage your students to ask their classmates for help if they are struggling with putting on a helmet or taking it off. That is another great way to encourage interaction between your students, but also giving students an opportunity to help another classmate. Another teacher tip or trick is that some of the feedback and some of the questions that we get are maybe that teachers are worried that students are coming into class already pedaling and that there might be some imbalances between the students. A great way to include some of those who might be pedaling is to maybe have them take a leadership role and to assist the ones who might be struggling a little bit or are not currently pedalers. That is a great way to get the interaction between your students, but also a way for them to take a leadership role and maybe show some empathy and getting that interaction between your students. Another teacher tip or trick is if your staffing allows, or maybe if you have a student teacher, leave your class who is maybe going through one of the lessons with that assistant and taking one of your students who is super close to pedaling out in the hall or off to the side in the gym and giving them that extra encouragement or special attention so that they can just maybe master that pedaling. Sometimes that little extra attention might just push them over so that they can master that skill and have that extra boost in confidence. Another teacher tip or trick doesn't necessarily have to do with your kindergarten students, but it does have to do with the kindergarten PE program. If you have older students who maybe need additional little things to do or really like to be involved, maybe you use them to help with maintenance on your fleet. Maybe it's putting air in the tires or making sure that clamps are tight, just to kind of get them involved in feeling really good about contributing. Another teacher tip or trick is to know where you're going to be storing things and storing them effectively. Your bikes come and start in balance mode. You will be taking the footrests off of balance mode to put the pedal kits on. So those footrests will be going in a container or somewhere you need to know, please. And then those pedal kits will be going on. So when the pedal kits come back off, footrests go back on, pedal kits get stored away. So just knowing where those are going to be and where you will be storing them so that you know at any given time where they are. Another teacher tip or trick is to not be afraid to lower the seat. When you see kids' feet kind of coming back underneath or behind the tire, take the seat down so their foundation comes out a little bit wider. It's okay to maybe look like they're walking like a duck. It's okay, it's just taking their foundation wider, giving them a little bit more of a foundation so that they're a little bit more stable. Another teacher tip or trick is once you finish the curriculum, don't be afraid to bring the bikes back out. You can reinforce biking, but also kids love bike day, so use the standards in different ways with the bikes. Play soccer, do lots of other fun things. That's it for our teacher tips and tricks today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us at info@allkidsbike.org. We hope that you have found these useful, and if you have any suggestions, please let us know.